family, and welcome to another episode of Talk the Torque. I'm your host Desh, and today I am delighted to welcome the service manager at CMH Mitsubishi Hatfield, Nicole Grenzenberg. Nicole motivates her team to be the best at what they do every day while maintaining a positive attitude. As a mother of two, and two boys, by the way, Nicole knows that communication is often key and therefore ensures that clear communication is practiced by her team and herself for a strong foundation of trust and work ethic. Nothing gets faster without her knowing about it and approving of it first. She makes an effort to understand and resolve any problems their clients might have as quickly as possible. Nicole believes in the importance of being organized and goal-orientated for the best service that any customer could ask for. She is capable of delegating many tasks at once, no matter how difficult they might be. I've heard so many wonderful things about Nicole from one of her seniors at Mitsubishi South Africa, and he's nominated her for the Motoring Woman of the Year Awards powered by MFC, a division of Nedbank 2022. So I'm very, very proud to be spending this time with her. She is now one of the top 300, and she is a semi-finalist, so I'm very, very proud. Let's give a warm welcome to Nicole, and as always, this interview is proudly brought to you by Sariti Solutions. Hello, Nicole.
How are you?
Gosh, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. And you came with literally one of my favorite vehicles, my favorite double cabs, and that's the Triton. Triton is making their entrance into our market again. Isn't it cool?
Yes, they are releasing in July this year the new series, so we are very excited about it.
It's very excited to be one of the first journalists to actually review it before it's even launched. So thank you for that opportunity.
It's a pleasure.
But we're actually not here to talk about the Triton or Mitsubishi.
No.
We're here to talk about Nicole. So let's talk about you. How and where and why did your journey in motoring, how did it happen?
Well, I first entered the motor industry about 10, 11 years ago. I basically started out as a booking clerk, the lowest of the food chain in the workshop environment, and just basically mastered my fields everywhere I went. So from just booking in vehicles, learning exactly what the customer wants, to basically growing or waiting for a position to open up in service advising, and then mastering the skill there, then just climbing the food chain up until where I am currently now.
Climbing the motor chain.
Yes, something like that.
So Nicole, you might have faced some challenges as you were climbing these ranks. Are there any challenges that you faced?
Yeah, no, there's so much challenges that we face. Every day is just a different type of day. It is a workshop environment is mostly known for a male dominant field. So just to climb up and stand out, every day you get questions like if someone calls through, especially now in my position where I am, and I love this is the best part of my day. So a man will call through wanting to speak to the manager, and I'm like, okay, sir, but you're talking to the manager, and then you get this 10-second pause like, are you sure? I'm like, I am very sure. How can I help you?
I'm a man, I just sound like a female. Just to make the problem go away.
No, so it is difficult, especially you get questioned a lot in certain aspects. Obviously, especially male customers tend to want to debate you on certain issues. I'm like, okay, so I know what I am talking about. So that is the basic challenges you face every day. And then obviously from working with technicians, you have to literally gain that respect every single day, much more than a male service manager would have gotten. Okay.
I think it's so important to to remain amiable and to be just to defuse the situation with friendliness, because it is new to the males in the world that women are starting to take their place in the motoring trade. So that is why I like to invite, as I said, people like you that will change this perception about only men can do this job. And when people do phone your workshops in service and warranty and they hear a female's voice on the phone, they can be comfortable with the fact that we studied, we learned, we experienced, and we are now here to serve the industry. And I think it's so important that we highlight women like you that are doing phenomenally well in the industry. So maybe tell us a little bit more about your dealership. I know you're representing CMH, a beautiful group, wonderful group. I work with many people from the group. Tell me more about it.
Hey, so our dealer is a multi-franchise dealer. We service and sell 3 OEM brands, which is Mitsubishi, Chery and Volvo. Our group basically now consists of a very new young management team. We are all fresh in our roles, so it creates a very fresh outlook on everything that we do, everything that we take on. So yeah, we are basically growing together as a team, growing together as a unit on the management field. In the workshop especially, I have a very, very great team that always we strive to work together. We make sure that we communicate clearly to each other, so there's never a miscommunication. We just know how to trust each other all the way through to the end. So I always tell my people, especially in the workshop, working with a lot of people during the day, you get 15 customers a day. Communication is the greatest key to keeping everyone happy.
And what do you enjoy most about being a service manager?
There's so many things. Basically, for me, every day is the same day, but every day is a different day. So it's always new challenges, always new ways of trying to resolve issues, trying to get to new solutions. So
yes.
Every day is just a new challenge. So it's never the same.
Whilst you are working yourself up the ranks, would there be any changes you would have made in terms of your approach in your work environment? Is there any mistakes you've made that you'd like to prevent someone else from making those mistakes?
Yeah, I think the key to any success is always just working hard and making sure that you are confident in what you're doing. Taking all of these steps, sometimes you leap a bit earlier than expected. I leaped a bit earlier than expected into management, and where I did fail, unfortunately, but also it made me stronger. It made me learn out of the mistakes that I have made in that certain time period. So it took me about 2 years to just build back my confidence, build back everything that I've learned to do, and basically incorporate it into what I want to become. I did not like failing at all, but it just motivated me to work harder. Never ever giving just 100%. You always give more, 120%. If you can go more, you give more.
Absolutely.
So never focus on the failing part. The failing will become an everyday thing, because every day you will wake up and you will fail somehow in that day, but just never give up. Just
the only way to fail
hard.
The only way to fail is to stop trying.
Exactly.
So yeah, I had to say that. Sorry.
No, that's perfect. I mean, as I said, I did fail. It was a very hard time, a difficult time, but I grew. I didn't sit still.
I have to say this, Nicole. So off air, I was having a moment. I'm only human, and I said to you, gosh, I do 32 interviews a month, and yes, sometimes it would become monotonous because you're not repeating the same things as you said, every day is the same, but it's different. You meet different people. And I said to you, and wow is me, and I was like, am I really making a difference? Am I doing? And then you said to me, Desh, I didn't know about you. I only knew about the movement and Woti, and I got a call that I was nominated. One of your seniors nominated you, and you said to me, you were in a slump and you were like feeling so unproductive, and as soon as you got this call, you felt like, gosh, you know what, I'm worth it. So I'm gonna cry, but yeah, thank you, because you inspired me today. You made me feel like, Desh, you know what, you're doing the right thing. You're doing what you're supposed to have done. And having said that, I want to really know how you felt when you got this call. What do you feel about the only awards in the world actually dedicated to women in the motoring trade? How do you feel about that? And I'm the one that founded this award. I'm just joking, but I did.
No, it was very unexpected. The last couple of months in the industry have been a difficult, trying times. You feel sometimes, especially with customer approaches, people are a bit difficult at this time, spending money on the grudge purchase. They don't see what you're doing, and you need to explain it at your best. So it has been a difficult time. And when I got the nomination, it was just so surreal, because you think every day, everything you do, every little ounce you put in, the extra Saturdays you work, everything goes unnoticed, and then this just really turns it around. It just makes you feel like, okay, someone is noticing what you are doing, and that is what we also want to always portray to our staff, to other people who want to enter into the motor trade or just any other trade. Like, it never goes unnoticed.
Sorry, I'm crying because I literally had a moment. I did have a moment, and I've never done this in 300 interviews, but and these are not Oprah crocodile tears, and she's not a crocodile, but I'm really not trying to be Oprah. I literally am feeling so emotional that I made a difference, or we made a difference in your life, and that we can continue and we should continue this movement.
It definitely should continue.
So I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to MFC, a division of Nedbank, Evo by Nedbank, Sariti Solutions, and all the OEMs and dealerships, thousands of you that get behind me and all my initiatives. I thank you so much, because there's moments where I feel tired and I feel exhausted, but it's women like this that actually makes me feel that I am doing the right thing. So thank you. I want to ask you one more question. How can you motivate young women that wants to join our trade to do it? Just do it, and that it is a beautiful environment to actually be in, especially in after sales.
All I can say is just if you want to do it, you just have to do it. It's not an easy battle. Every day is a battle. I think it really comes from within, from who you are. If there are questions being asked, let people ask them. If people wonder why you get into the position that you are, let them wonder. It really does have nothing to do with anyone. It's just, it shows you that every little effort you put in will get you to where you want to be one day. It's all about your dream and your focus. So everything you put in to reach your success, you will reach it. But don't let anyone ever try and question you or demotivate you or stop you in anything that you want to do.
Absolutely. And don't let anyone stand in your way.
Definitely not.
Thank you, Nicole. Thank you so much. You literally have made a difference in my life today.
I'm glad you made a difference in mine.
We women, we get tired so quickly. Not so quickly, but we are also resilient. But we do get tired, and we need to find those reasons to want to get back and to bounce back. And I'm only human, and I have to thank you again for inspiring me today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching today's episode of Talk the Talk. May the sun shine upon the road you were destined to take. Feel free to click that like button, comment your thoughts, and share our content with your friends, family, and anyone you think would enjoy Talk the Talk content. The Motoring Woman of the Year Awards, powered by MFC, and Evo by Nedbank, and the Talk the Talk Studios, powered by Sariti Solutions, are non-profit companies that aim to recognize and celebrate the women of motoring South Africa, women just like Nicole. So we are just not telling stories, or we're not just telling stories, we are changing lives. Together we aim to empower and uplift the women of our trade. For those of you that are searching for your new ride, please visit www.auto.evo.africa. We have thousands of vehicles on sale for you to choose from, and we only advertise on behalf of reliable and trustworthy MFC accredited dealerships. This car listing portal is incredibly user friendly, and you can also find vehicle reviews as well as car maintenance tips and advice, all courtesy of Talk the Talk Studios. Ladies, change can come in many forms and from any angle. Even if you can make a change in this world, everything you do and say, all the choices you make has a ripple effect. I might be sitting here and I might be trying to to bring a lot of people onto this platform to help you to embrace the changes that are happening in the motoring trade, or around you, and especially people like Nicole that are working in very predominantly male field within the motoring trade, which is after sales, in the workshop, in service, but it's so important for us to embrace this change that is happening. If we want people to accept us, we need to be the change that we want to see in the world. Even the slightest thing like changing the way you look at things can change the things you look at. Be the change you want to see in the world, as I said, and don't let anyone tell you that it's impossible, because impossible, in my opinion, is just an opinion. So if you don't like the way your life is progressing now, then make the change that you need, the change that you would like to see in your life. As Loa Tzu said, if you do not change the direction, you may end up where you are going. And remember that the question should never be who's going to let me. It should always be who's going to stop me.